Good morning, everyone. Today we're at the Tennessee Valley Railway Museum, and we're gonna do some high tea and take a train ride. I'm really excited. They have all these trains out here. They look really old and retro. It's such a beautiful day. The sun is out today, finally, and it should be fun. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to part 2 of my Chattanooga trip. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this commentary, but I'm just doing a voiceover as I edit and watch back some of the clips. So this experience was one of the last things we did in Chattanooga. If you look behind me here, we were having a high tea, and there's a bunch of ladies behind me. It was a Saturday morning. They all got together, did this tea experience before going on a train ride. I did the same. There was a step to get into it, as you could see, but my friend helped me, and I'm able to do steps, so it was not a big deal.
Hi, ladies.
That's really cute.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Good. My name is Kaylee. I'll be taking care of you today.
Thank you.
That was my aunt's wedding hat and dress. A lot of us have donated stuff from our personal homes just to make it special. So everything in here is very sentimental. Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
Everything is made fresh every morning. So Lisa and Terrence come in and they start baking at like 6:30 in the morning.
Wow. I just tried chicken salad, which I barely have had in my life, and it was very good. The soup was delicious. I tried pimento cheese for the first time, really good. We tried the Earl Grey lavender tea, which was in this beautiful kettle. Now we're trying the blackberry sage tea. Our server said it's her favorite one. I'm really excited.
And this was her grandmother's kettle.
It's very hot. They said they brew their tea at 200 degrees. It's very peaceful in here. It's so cute to get like a group of girls together or something. After this, we're gonna take a train ride. So we're over the train tracks right now. So we're here for about an hour and a half, then we'll go take a train ride, see some views, but it's really a great way to start the day. Getting ready to board the train. Choo choo! They have a ramp out. So everyone is boarding the accessible car. I do believe this ramp is here every single day. As you can see, it's wooden, it's big. I doubt they move it, but if you are traveling with a wheelchair, I would just let them know in advance. That way they know to align the specific train cart up with where the ramp gets off, so you don't have to take the steps. And then as you see, when I do take the ramp into the train, I do end up having to leave Scootz kind of in that open area, and then I walk to a regular seat, which I normally would do anyway. I personally like to transfer, not stay in my scooter, but wanted to give you that context if you're looking to do this on your own. I rely on Scootz so much when I'm traveling that sometimes when I do stand up and walk around, I'm a little bit stiff. So as you can see here, I'm touching a lot of the doors and walls just for that extra support. And the really cool thing about this specific train is that they have different options. So once you see me get to my seat, I chose a train cart that is open air. So the windows are open, you get that really authentic experience. If you look above me, they even have some old luggage up there just so you can get the feel of what it used to be like. But they do also have enclosed train carts that have AC and closed windows, but I wanted the full experience.
The state of Georgia, even though we're in the state of Tennessee. That's the Western Atlantic, originally called the WNA. You heard the great locomotive chase James Andrews and his Raiders to Texas, pursuing eventually the General. Even well before that, the Western Atlantic is the reason the city of Atlanta, Georgia exists in the very first place.
After about a 15 to 20 minute train ride, we got off in this cute little area. They had shops, restrooms, and they taught us a lot about how the train works. You'll see in the next couple clips how they're turning around actually the front of the train to completely do kind of like a 180 and go to the back of the train to bring us back. So we got to explore this little area probably for around 30 minutes.
sterns. But by 1962 or 63, comes up for sale one more time for $5,000, essentially it's scrap value. One of the two founding members of the Railroad Museum pays about $5,000 out of his own pocket. 2014 was the last time we restored this locomotive at a ticket price of $1.5 million. Can't get a steam locomotive cheap anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to line the turntable up with track 2, allowing us to prepare for a return. Spotted up, ready to pull the engine off. See part 2 of our tour, which will be that taller metal building there. Stop right there with the roof. We're going to stop the locomotive right there. We're going to let some of our cab riders off, allow them to get back on, and then we'll switch. Also, you can follow me over there if you so choose to. And we'll talk to you there briefly as well.
Love ramps in the wilds. After the train ride, they did have another little area with history about trains and some old parts and lights and all that. So we got to look around there before we headed off to our next activity. Overall, it was such a great experience, and I would definitely recommend if you're in the Chattanooga area.
I don't see any men.
This is what I came for.
Union Hospital, Union headquarters. So before the Reed House got here, this site had seen a lot of death. 1867, same year as that catastrophic flood we've been talking about, not only did the Crutchfield House flood, but later in the year that insult to injury, it caught fire, burned to the ground. Now, Crutchfield House was only 3 stories, but it did take up almost the entire...
Good morning, everyone. It's my last day in Chattanooga. I'm so sad. I've had such a great time here. Last night we did a super fun ghost tour and got to learn some of the spooky side of the city. This morning we got a really good breakfast at the Edwin Hotel. Now there's this really cute kind of pop-up market festival thing on the bridge. So we just walked over it. There's a bunch of vendors. It's so beautiful out. It's a little chilly. So I'm gonna scoot back to the other side of the bridge and I'll show you kind of what it's like. But it's really cute and I just love it here. We have a few things on the itinerary before we head to the airport. Alright. Good morning. About the sun. Glad the sun's out. I was getting a little chilly.
There you go.
Just recording her. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excited.
I am excited.
Thank you.
I guess last night was we give out about 1,000 free guitars every year from revenue, and then we give away about 250,000 hours of free guitar lessons as well. So, got a bunch of other programs as well. We have Project Guitar where kids come to the museum, they tour, and then they do like a science project. It's based on Tennessee State educational standards. So, you know, they might do something on like polarity of magnets, or they might do something on longitudinal waves and amplitude and frequency or whatever. And it's a hands-on thing where they really get to kind of experience, get to play some guitars, get to do some stuff. So this side of the museum over here is all STEAM-based, so it's mainly the science behind the guitar, talking a little bit about the cultural impact, why the electric guitar was created, how it all works, how amps work, how pedals work. Then that down there in the end is there's a couple of nudie suits. There's a player's experience where people can play guitar. We've also got one of Merle Trapp's guitars over on that side. And in the back we have the Celebrity Guitar Room, which has about 30 famous guitars from people like Chuck Berry, B.B. King, Rick Nielsen, and then behind that is the vault, which is just kind of all the other guitars we have that are on display. The vault's being redone right now, but you can go in, it's open. It's just the left side is about to be 4 new big exhibits. We got a guitar from Dolly Parton going in there. This is all about how sound was, travels basically. This whole wall is all about cultural impact and using the guitar as like an instrument of change. And it talks a lot more about like kind of the real creations of rock and roll. I built all these exhibits.
Oh, you did? I was gonna ask how long you've been here.
Yeah, I started the foundation in 2016, 2017, and then the foundation took over the museum in 2020. Because there were 2 separate organizations, and then we became one big nonprofit. And so when I took over in 2020, we basically gutted the museum and redid the entire thing, building all new exhibits. We wanted to make it more hands-on, more kids-friendly, but still have that all those awesome badass guitars we had. So we've got a lot of really cool stuff. But it's there's things where kids can come in and they can really kind of interact with things that light up.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite exhibits right here. This is the guitar pedals. These are all vintage pedals that they're some of our favorite pedals, and you can come out here if you want. And Andy Wood came. We got all these pedals actually working, and then we recorded what they sound like. So that's the Boss DD2. That's this pedal, and that's exactly how it would sound if it was set like that. And then we basically went through and found people who actually use this on songs and used it as reference. So it's a little exhibit, but it took forever.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm bad.
It was but it was super cool. There's some you can hear some like the Tube Screamer is one of the more iconic pedals. That's this pedal, and you can hit that and you'll hear more like kind of like a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of sound. Lots of people who use that, like everyone from John Mayer to Billy Joe Armstrong, Green Day. Lots of like really famous bluesy people like that. That's kind of their go-to pedal. We had fun. We spent like 3-4 days sampling all the pedals and then recording all of the amps to do the same thing as well, so you can kind of hear the amps and what they sound like.
Yeah.
And so you play an instrument?
No.
No?
But my dad does. He plays guitar, and he has like kind of a one-man band thing. So he does guitar, he does like the drum with his feet, has a harmonica around his neck, and then
got like
sings.
cymbals between his knees.
Yeah. Anything he could do. So my whole life he's always been like trying to get me to learn and stuff.
That's great, yeah. Well, you should pick it up. It's a great
Yeah.
instrument to do, and that's one of the things we hope that this exhibit kind of encourages people and shows people that anyone can pick up the guitar at any age.
Yeah.
Our final stop of the trip before heading to the airport was exploring the Chattanooga Choo complex, and we had lunch at a restaurant called Stir. The food was so good. I highly recommend. I wish we went there on the first day so we would have known to gone back. But this was the end of a really great trip.
We just had a very delicious lunch at Sir right behind me. We're in the Chattanooga Choo area. I think this is like a hotel behind me, and there's a bunch of cute restaurants, a coffee shop, the Songbird Museum that we went to, which was really cool. I loved seeing all of the vintage guitars and learning about the history and things like that. Unfortunately, the trip has come to an end. We're about to head to the airport, so it's a wrap on this trip to Chattanooga. I want to thank Visit Chattanooga for hosting me, and I hope this was helpful for anyone who's planning to come to Chattanooga soon with a wheelchair or mobility scooter. Let me know where you think I should go next to check out accessibility. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.